What's up? What is going on, people? Welcome back to the channel, and we are starting off the year with this new keyboard from Akko. This is their 5098B, which features a scroll wheel and an LCD screen in a 98% keyboard. Okay, so we will check just how good these features are and see if they're actually useful. We are also going to see the internals and, of course, the sound test. Okay, so for full disclosure, Akko has sent out this keyboard for me to try, but like all my other reviews, I will always try to give you guys an honest thought and opinion. So yeah, let's get it. Okay, so this is Akko's newly released 98% keyboard with an ANSI layout. This keyboard has a numpad on the right hand side, and it also doesn't have this part right here like the regular 100% keyboards to attain the numpad still, but also making it a little bit smaller than a full-sized keyboard. This is 5098B, and honestly speaking to you guys, I've never really understood Akko when it came to naming their keyboard with numbers, because we have the 3098B, then we have the 5098B, but how do they differ from each other? Well, apparently the 3098B is very much like the 5098B, only this one is a newer version which has the LED screen and the scroll wheel. I got this keyboard in black and yellow, but you can choose from 6 different colorways that has these really cool designs. I just picked the one with the least details. You know me. This particular keyboard is priced around $110 US or 5,500 Philippine peso. As always, links in the description down below. Okay, so the LED screen is right here, and it can also be edited to display whatever you like, of course, using Akko's cloud driver. But for the default interface, it displays the time and date as well as the connection status, Windows or Mac mode, and also the battery status. The majority of the material used for this keyboard is ABS, which, as you would expect, the build quality will be flimsy and the whole keyboard will wobble when flexed, but nonetheless, the board feels like one solid piece. The side profile is 2-layer design, the corners are somewhat pointy, and it gives the keyboard an overall boxy look. For the typing angle, we have 2 flip stands in the back that have 2 levels that totals up to 3 different typing angles. Personally, I found the middle one more comfortable to type and work with, but this is totally up to you. I was able to reach the function row with ease, and also I used this for 3 days straight and it didn't put much strain on my wrist, which is good. And it also has a lot of rubber feet on the bottom to prevent the keyboard from sliding around your desk or desk mat. You can also see this metal strip right here that matches the color scheme of the keyboard. I'm not really sure if this is a weight plate, but judging from what it looks, I don't think it significantly adds to the weight of this board. On the bottom, you can see the model name, the logos, and some information. For the ports, we have them on the top side on the left hand part. Here you can see the USB-C port for charging and wired mode, the power switch for wireless connectivity, which also acts as the Windows or Mac mode, and also the dongle holder. This keyboard also has tri-mode connectivity, wired 2.4 GHz wireless connection, and Bluetooth. Okay, so the keycaps that this keyboard came with are from Akko. And I don't question Akko when it comes to keycaps because they are really good at making them. And they're also known to make keycap sets that the majority of them are ASA, which is based on the SA profile, and MDA profile keycaps. Now these are double shot PBT keycaps that are yellow on gray, yellow on black, and black on yellow. This keyboard is also equipped with Akko's V3 Piano Pro switches, which are very identical to the previous model in terms of feel and sound, but this one has an LED diffuser. They are really great switches, very smooth and balanced keystrokes, and they also sound really good. I'll share a sound test, so stay tuned. I can't really find the specs of this switch, but it has an operating force of 45 grams, maxing out at 50 grams. It also has a pre-treble of 1.9mm and a total treble of 3.1mm, 13.5mm long pole stem, and it's perfectly lubed out of the box. This keyboard also has south-facing RGB LEDs that are great for underglow. The RGB also has 22 different effects and a lot of different colors to choose from. You can also see this RGB LED strip on the side. You can tweak the settings on the keyboard, but you can also edit them out on Akko's cloud driver. This is also hot swappable with 3-pin to 5-pin sockets that uses Kyle universal sockets. Let's open this keyboard to see everything inside. This is a snap-on design which you're gonna need prying tools to open. I highly suggest removing the keycaps and switches for a better reach. Okay, so we have the polycarbonate plate right here. It also has small flex cuts surrounding the switch sockets. It is also gasket mounted that uses these small gasket socks. Already mounted are the plate mounted stabilizers. It is also equipped with these really good sound dampeners. We have the plate foam right here, an IXP switch pad, and a PET pad. Here we have the PCB that has no flex cuts and Kyle universal sockets on the back. And on the PCB you also have these extra sockets for an ISO layout. And no, you don't have any holes for the screw and stabilizers. Here's the top frame, the LCD screen mounted on this part. I think they used adhesives for this. And here is the bottom frame. The scroll wheel on the right hand part which is attached on the bottom frame, and also the daughter board. Both uses JSW connectors, and here are the batteries. Both are a 4000 mAh which makes up to 8000 mAh capacity. For a 98% keyboard, this is pretty decent. You also have this really nice quality base foam and a thick generic foam. I'm just gonna bring everything back together and give you guys the sound test. Okay, so this keyboard acoustic is very nice. It sounds very whole. The bottoming out sounds very whole thanks to all the dampeners inside. Bottoming out feels very distinct, and the typing feel is just overall enjoyable. The switches are awesome. They sound really good, and it just might harvest these switches to mount on other keyboards. The plate mounted stabilizers has a tiny bit of rattling in them. I kind of noticed this on Akko keyboards. They always have a tiny bit of rattling, but it's no biggie. Just a tiny bit of tuning and lubing and it's going to be perfect. Okay, what can I say about the screen? Okay, it's pretty useful, but not to the point where I will use it all the time. It's good for checking out the date, the battery status if you use this wirelessly, and you can also upload your favorite images or GIFs to match your personality or the overall aesthetics of your setup you are trying to achieve. But overall, I'm not gonna look at the board for most of the time, so yeah, that's for you to decide. If you're coming from the 5098B from Akko, which is a 98% keyboard as well, this is definitely an upgrade. Although I don't find the LCD screen to be that helpful, but you can always customize the display to whatever graphics you want, you know, whether it be GIF, JPEG, up to you. On the other hand though, the scroll wheel is very nice. Really good tactile feedback and build quality, and I think it's just, you know, worth looking into. If you enjoyed this review, you can hit that like button because I just appreciate it so much, and also to help the channel grow, reach the right audience, and you know, get that proper algorithm. Subscribe to see more contents or reviews like this, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.